Hey guys, welcome to EIKV and this is Vishnu. So in this illustration, Fashion Limited manufactures cruiser bikes for export to America and Europe. It requires a special type of alloy called fakel, made up of iron, aluminum and copper. Fakel is sold at rupees 230 per kg in the spot market. If Fashion Limited has requirement of 6 tons in 6 months time, and the 6 months future contract rate is 2.42 per ton. Carrying cost is 5% per annum. If the interest rate is 10%, should the company opt for the future contract. Case 1, if the company does opt for future contract for buying 6 tons of vehicle, what will be the effect if the spot rate at the end of 6 months is 2,55,000 per ton? Spot rate at the end of 6 months is 2,35,000 per ton. Has the company gained or lost? If the company has lost, it is proper to conclude that the future contract has failed to save the company from loss and therefore need not be resolved too. Case B, what will be the cause of action and effect of such action in the above two cases? If there is no future market in FECL, hedge ratio for FECL with the metal index would be 0.9, that is beta, of FECL with metal index is 0.9. Beta for next. Each metal index contract is required to 500 kg of FECL. 6 months metal index future is 4800 points. Assume future contracts are divisible. If in case Fashion Limited wants to cash in on an arbitrage opportunity, what should it do? So going ahead with the solution, we have the spot price as 230. So therefore for 1 ton it will be 230 into 1000, which gives 2,30,000. The carrying cost is 5% and interest rate would be 10%. Time period is 6 months, which is 6 divided by 12, which is that comes 0.5. Therefore the E raised to RT would be carrying cost plus rate into time, which is 5 plus 10 into 0.5, which gives you 0.075, 7.5%. So the theoretical forward price would be S into E raised to RT. R plus C carrying cost, the whole into T, which is equal to 2,30,000 into E raised to 0.075, which is 2,30,000 into 1.0779, which comes around 2,47,970. And now we have the actual forward price, which is 2,42,000. So when we check here, the actual forward price is higher, therefore we can buy future and sell spot. Action. Theoretical forward price is 2,47,970 is greater than the future price of 2,42,000. The company will purchase the future contract, therefore the company can reduce the loss Theoretically, the company can stand a gain of 5,970 per ton based on the theoretical forward price. The company can freeze its loss based on the current spot price, which is 2.3 lakhs per ton to 10,000 per ton. Now next one, we have made a explanation for if the cost per ton, that is the vehicle spot rate per ton after 6 months would be if it is 2,50,000 and 2,35,000. If it is 2,55,000, then the future price is 2,42,000. So in this situation, actual forward price is lower, therefore we will get a gain of 13,000. And if it is, when it is the situation that the vehicle cost after 6 months the spot price is 2,35,000, then there will be AFP, actual forward price is higher, therefore there will be a loss of rupees 7,000 per ton. Now the conclusion number 1, the future contract does not estimate loss. It only estimates uncertainty associated with the price. It is only a guarantee that the contractor will not gain or lose beyond a particular level determined by the future price with reference to the current spot price. So here it is explained that if it is what purchasing a future price is just a security, whether the price go over or get below, we can purchase the particular product in certain price even if the market fluctuates. Number 2, as a helping tool, it fixes the price of, thereby mitigate the risk associated with the price. The maximum gain on loss is known the day on which the future contract is entered into. One need not to wait for the actual delivery or excise day to know the rate. Number 3, therefore, it is inappropriate to conclude that the future contract should not be resort to since it has failed to save the company from loss. Number 4, if a future contract rate is available, that is a basic searched course of action. Number 1, since the vehicle is not available in future market. Okay, this is the second part of the question. If the vehicle is not available in the future market, then Fashion Limited can resort to cross-hedge, that is entering into a future contract in relation to the index/commodity whose price moves in tandem with vehicle. So here we have no future contract for vehicle. So in such situation we can hedge the same thing, or we can hedge the price of the vehicle contract with any other index, so that such index should be tandem, that is almost equal with the price of vehicle. Number 2, since the metal index moves in tandem with the price of vehicle, Fashion Limited should enter into a future contract in metal index opposite to its position in vehicle cash market. That is, it requires 6 tons of vehicle in 6 months, hence going long. Therefore, it should sell in 6 months future contract for metal index going short. So here it is explained that first of all we need to have a metal index future contract. After that, at the end of the 6 months, we can sell the forward contract which we have purchased before 6 months, and then with that amount we can purchase the vehicle. So the transaction would be, or the course of action to sell the metal index future, that is buy vehicle stock in cash market, to be executed 6 months hence. So the action would be contract now before 6 months, get into a future contract with 10.8 metal index future contract, settle 6 months future metal index liability by packeting gains or paying losses the different points. Number 2, settle future contract 6 months later, lose the difference. The gain equal to number of contract into number of vehicle units per contract into gain in metal index, and the loss would be same number of number of contract into number of vehicle units per contract into loss in mutual index points. After 6, so buy, it would be after 6 months, buy 6 tons at prevailing spot price. Prevailing spot price is equal to spot price at the beginning of the future contract into gain or loss on settlement of metal future index. So the working notes would be contract determination. So the contract determination, which is 10.8 contract. So I will show you how to compute that, or how will we reach that the number of contract would be 10.8. So the number of metal index future contract to be sold, hedge ratio into number of spot position required for hedging divided by number of unit underlying one future contract, which would be hedge ratio, it is beta of change in price in vehicle with metal index multiplied by quantity of vehicle required for fashion divided by quantity of vehicle required for one vehicle contract of material index. 0.9 into 6 divided by 0.5. This 0.9 in, which is beta, 6 is the ton, use 0.9 into 12, which gives you 10.8 contract. Now going further, in case of cash flow, the price in spot market 6 months later, if the amount is 2.55 lakhs. In such a situation, the particulars and value we have. So the value per kg 6 months later, it would be 2,55,000, right? Divided by 1000 will give you per kg, that is 255, less value per kg at the beginning. The beginning would be 230. So appreciation and depreciation, when we minus 255 minus 30, we will get appreciation of rupees 25. Hedge unit, that is beta value to be moved in vehicle to the metal index is 0.09. Therefore 25 divided by 0.09, which gives you 27.778 points, which is appreciation in metal index per metal future contract. The appreciation should be if the price has been changed from 230 to 235, that is the difference of 25%, then the future index contract will be increased by 27.77%. So the hedge ratio would be 25 divided by 0.9, which I have explained, which is 27.778 points. That is, the metal index would have been appreciated by 27.77 points to 4,827.778 points. Therefore, 4,800 plus 27.778 points. So gain in settlement of market index would be number of contract into number of unit, which would be 1,50,000. That is 10.8 into 500 into 27.77 point will give you the gain of 1,50,000. So cash outflow would be for purchasing 6 tons of vehicle, which is 255 per ton into 6, which is 15,30,000. Now you have the ton, which is 15,30,000, which is the spot price at the beginning of, plus the gain settlement of the market index future. So 230 into 6, which gives plus 1,50,000 will give you 13,80,000, plus 1,50,000 will give the amount. So the net outflow for Fashion Limited would be 15,30,000 minus 1,50,000, which is 13,80,000, which we have arrived over here. So guys, thanks for watching this. So sorry guys, we have another computation, that is the price in spot market, which is 6 months later if it is changed to 2.35 lakh. If the price after 6 months has been changed to 2.35 lakhs, then the value per kg would be 2,35,000 divided by 1 lakh, which gives per unit as 235, plus value per kg at the beginning is 230. Therefore, the appreciation as depreciation in price per kg would be 5. So the hedge ratio would be 0.09. Therefore, the metal text future contract would be 0.09. Therefore, 5 divided by 0.09, which gives you 5.55 points. So gain on settlement of metal future contract, that is number of contract multiplied by number of unit into the change in point, that is 10.8 into 500 into 5.55 will give you rupees 30,000. So cash outflow for the purchase of 6 tons of vehicle contract would be 2.35 lakhs per ton into 6, which is 14,10,000. That is equal to spot price at the beginning into plus gain on settlement of metal. So the net cash outflow would be 40,10,000 minus 30,000, which gives you 13,80,000. So in both cases, we can find that even if the market fluctuated upwards or downwards, if we go ahead with the future market, we don't have any changes affected. Right now we have the arbitrage opportunity. So explanation of arbitrage opportunity, it will be position of theoretical value is 2,47,970, which is not equal to the actual price is 2,42,000. Then there would be arbitrage opportunity exist. So to benefit the opportunity, the Fashion Limited should buy future and sell spot. That is, so profit is equal to sales value of spot price less purchase cost. That is the present value of future contract, which is 2,30,000 into 6 less 2,42,000 into 6 divided by e raised to rt, which is 13,80,000 less 14,50,000 into e raised to r3. E raised to 0.10 plus 0.05 into 0.05, which gives you 14,52,000 divided by e raised to rt, which gives you an amount of 13,47,089. That is 13 lakh 80,000 less 13 lakh 47,089. We will get a profit of 32,911.